Welcome back to Painted Valley Design's YouTube channel, where we will be showing you tutorials as well as an exclusive look into our glitter collections. You can find the glitters used in these videos at www.paintedvalleydesigns.com. Today we're going to be doing a basic epoxy method glitter application for beginners. So here you can see I start out with my cup right out of the box, and I just take some sandpaper, whatever I have on hand, enough to scuff up the cup. And I sand it all the way around and I get the bottom. And once my cup is sanded, I take it inside and I wash it off. And then I use Dawn dish soap to get all of the grease and all that other good stuff off of it. Technically, I guess in this case it would be bad stuff. So I just go ahead, go around, and I wash it and rinse it off, and then I dry it. Once my cup is dry, I then take it back outside and I spray paint it. For this cup in particular, I am using Rust-Oleum Midnight Blue in a satin. For me, the spray paint I use on the cup before I put the glitter on doesn't really matter to me, whether it's satin, glossy, matte, whatever. Shake up the spray can. I do a couple squirts of it to make sure that the color's all good. And then I just get to spraying until I have a nice even coverage on it. Once the spray paint is dry, I put the cup on my turner. I get my epoxy, my glitter of choice, which for this cup we are going to use Dark Side of the Moon. It is a metallic glitter. And then I'm also using the amazing clear cast epoxy for this one. And I go ahead and I go in and I pour into my little squishy reusable silicone cup, and I have my little spoon here in my cup. For this style of application, I use about 20 milliliters altogether of the epoxy, so 10 of each. I do usually end up with extra afterwards, but I just pour that into a mold and make a cute little keychain out of it or whatever with the extras that I have. So I go ahead and mix it up. In this one, I'm not super picky about this one having bubbles in it, so as you can see, I'm mixing it pretty quickly. And once I have my epoxy mixed, I go ahead and apply it to the cup. So I turn my turner on, and then I take my gloved hand and I pour the epoxy on, and then I just go around and make sure that the cup is covered evenly. And it doesn't have to be a thick layer because we're just applying the glitter to this, so this isn't like a sealing layer. This is just a way to get the glitter to stick to the cup. Once my cup has an even coat, I remove the paper that has all the epoxy drippings, and I put a clean one down to catch my glitter so that I don't waste as much. And then I go ahead and I grab my glitter, which again I'm using Dark Side of the Moon for this cup. So I take that and then I just sprinkle it over the cup evenly on the sides of it and the bottom. And after that layer has dried, I go ahead and I take my reusable silicone cup, my stir stick, and my resin, and I mix them up again so that I can do my first like sealing layer of epoxy. And again, I use about 10 of each on these, and then if you want to not use so much, if you don't want to have extra, for the first layer and this layer, you could probably do about 5 milliliters of each, and that would be fine. Again, that first layer is just a thin one anyway, so you don't have to have a lot. So I go ahead and I get these mixed, and then I apply it to the cup. After that layer has dried, I again take my silicone mixing cup, my stir stick, my resin, I mix those all up, and I put another layer on there. I did off camera apply a vinyl to this one for my brother's fab shop that he has. So you'll see that vinyl on there, and that's where that came from. And this turner spins really fast, so when I'm trying to do a more tedious layer like this, because I'm hoping that this is my final layer on this cup, I did turn my turner off while I was applying the epoxy to the sides of it, just because for me it's easier. I'm not as slick with the faster turner. The old turners that I used to have were fast like this, but I quit making cups for a couple years, so coming back to the fast turner, I'm not as smooth with it, so I do turn it off when I do the sides and just rotate it around. But here it is with the epoxy all applied, spinning, drying, doing its thing. And here is the final look. This is the cup, again, using Dark Side of the Moon. I did make 2 of these, one with Dark Side of the Moon and one using Lotus. And here is that cup with Lotus on it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification to be alerted when we make new videos.